Mic check 1, 2. Good evening, folks, and welcome to Saturday night at the stables as we get ready for an evening affair between the South Shore Mustangs and the Sydney Rush. Look to get the anthem started here shortly and get this game on the go. Sure, we'll announce the starting lineup for the Mustangs first. Looks like Nolan Froughton is in net for the Mustangs this evening. The Rush have elected to go with Mason Doucette. As we get the starting lineup announcements. Maybe we're going right into the anthem.
Good evening, welcome to the LCLC. Today's U18 major hockey game between the Sydney Rush and your South Shore Mustangs. We'd like to thank today's game sponsor, Two Athletics. Looking to get fit at 26? Give Joel and his team a call today and start the fitness journey. Fans, please make sure to scan the QR code at the admission 50/50. Download today's program. During the holiday season, the Mustangs love to give back to their community. This week, we are accepting donations in support of Souls Harbor. Their mission is to support individuals experiencing...
If you can't hear the announcements, they're announcing that the Mustangs are collecting donations to donate to Souls Harbor.
Mustangs players filled 18 stockings to donate this year to help bring comfort and care to those who need it most this season. A huge thank you to everyone who dropped off a donation towards their incredible work. If you have something you'd like to donate, please stop by the admission table before the end of the first period. Let's give these boys a big round of applause. That's great, guys. Thank you. I'd like to wish everyone a great holiday season. Now your starting lineup.
Now we're getting the starting lineups.
For your Mustangs, number 4, on defense, Cole Rogers.
Cole Rogers on defense for the Mustangs.
14, Dyson Nogden. Number 18, Ewan McDonald. 19,
I missed one of those there.
Cullen. Number 16,
Either way, we'll figure out together soon enough as we get puck drop.
and goal. Number 35, Nolan Froughton.
Big cheer for Mr. Froughton here as we get the national anthems underway. And with the national anthems concluded, we're ready to get started. On behalf of the Nova Scotia Major Midget League and High Button Sports, we welcome you here to Bridgewater this evening as we get the out-of-town visitors from Cape Breton, the Sydney Rush, here to take on the South Shore Mustangs. Should be a pretty even game today. Both teams sitting at the bottom of the standings. One team has 8 points, being the Mustangs. One team with 9 points. Mustangs come in today with a record of 3-20-2. The Sydney Rush come in with a record of 3-18-3. So two even teams Last time that these teams played, it resulted in a 7-1 win for the Rush. The Rush took the only other game in the season series so far with a 6-5 win. Mustangs hoping to finally get on the board here and pick up some points against the Sydney Rush. A win today would actually take the Mustangs out of the bottom of the standings in the Nova Scotia bracket of Nova Scotia Major Midget League. I think that'll be the first time this year. They did go a while without winning a game. So maybe one of the most even games that we'll see here at the LCLC this year. As the Sanford tried to skate away with the puck there. Yes I do have him on my roster, sorry. I had to update the roster. As the Mustangs come another way, we got 3-on-3. Trailer coming from the Rush. Shot from the top of the circle. Blocker to side from Doucette. Rush collected now behind their own net, and they'll look to make the breakout as the Mustangs go for a change. Miller's got it there now, or one of the Millers. That's Austin Miller. They also have a Ethan Miller. It's the first time I think I've ever laid eyes on the Rush. I don't think I saw him at all last year as the Mustangs go the other way. That's Doyle now. He tried to, looked like he wanted to shoot it, but that was a pretty hard pass across the ice. Wasn't able to handle it there. Was not sure who that was there with. And looks like LeBlanc. It was. Rush coming the other way with it now. He loses an edge. It's a Rush player. Jack Chew's not able to get that zone. Gets it out now. Doyle lays his man down. Chips it into the zone, but didn't get it in deep enough. Picked off here in center ice by LeBlanc. He'll go the other way. He likes to just dump it in. He's going to go for a change. Mustangs first to the puck as Cole Rogers is in behind the net. He likes to activate when he can. Still in there now. Pokes it away. Mulaney goes after it into the corner. Comes back McMullen with the point. With the point shot, I mean. And that's Christmas for the Rush. Nicholas Bass Christmas, to be exact. Big hit here in the middle of the ice by McMullen. So he takes his man down. Takes the pass. Goes off the stick. Wasn't able to hang on to it. Mulaney's chasing after it. Mustangs putting on some pressure here early in this first period. Almost collected it there in the corner. Still got it in their end. We're almost 3 minutes in. Mustangs haven't given up a shot yet. I wonder how much of that mentality kicks in that says, you know, we're even with this team. We should be playing with this team as opposed to, you know, how you start off if the Macs were in town, for example. Be a hard hill to climb. But the Mustangs know that these are 2 points that they could get. And any win would be beneficial after having only 3 on the season so far. Nolan Froughton in net. He's got 2 of them, so they're hoping to add to his win totals for the season. Mustangs come into this game being 1-4 in their last 5 games. Their last game was a 5-3 loss to the Wildcats on December 14th. The night before that, I think they got a win here in this building as well. Can't remember who they played in that game, though. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make that one. As McDonald's got it now, he'll button hook in his own lane. Green? Is that a green? Oh, no, that's Ogden. I don't know where I got green out of that. And we have a whistle. Looks like a ref here at center ice, Cooper Stewart, calls an interference call on Dylan Gideon for the Rush. And the Mustangs will go to an early power play here in the first period. Mustangs come into today with a 15.8% success rate on their power play, good for 12th. Again, important to remember the website doesn't differentiate standings between the teams in the Nova Scotia division and the teams on the in the New Brunswick part of it. Rush were able to get that out of the zone there. Good work by Luke Andrea. Headman pass comes up to Carter Bain. He didn't like the entry there, so he elects to go back. Pass up ice there by Cole Rogers. LeBlanc's got it now. He goes off the wall. but Doyle misses that one. And the Rush will collect the puck and fire it length of the ice. Fratton will come out and settle it down for his D-man. We're almost a minute into this early power play for the Mustangs. Penalty kill for the Rush. Not much better than the Mustangs power play. Coming in at 67%, good for 11th in the league. Oddly enough, these teams sit 13th and 14th. Mustangs are 13th in goals for and goals against, and the Rush are 14th. Funny, you would look at that and think that Mustangs must at least be doing a little better than the Rush, but currently the Rush have one more point. So, face-off win by the Mustangs comes back to the Jack Chew here at the point. He'll walk the line. Likes to go across to McMullen. He'll go down low. Back up to McMullen here along the blue line. He takes the shot into the glove of Doucette. No eyes in front of Doucette there. I would expect a goalie at this level to stop that shot most times. Didn't come in overly hard there either, so Mustangs need to do a better job of getting a man in front of that net and taking the eyes away from Doucette. Doucette actually comes into the game with a .88 save percentage and a 5.27 goals against average. Shot and a goal! Just like that, we get an early goal. And that would be Mr. Dyson Ogden with the power play goal, giving the Mustangs an early 1-0 lead here, 5 minutes into the first period. Rush have yet to get a shot on net. And the Mustangs are winning 1-0. Not used to being on this side of this. This feels good. From a home team perspective, I guess. I'm relatively impartial in most of the games. Of course, it's always nice to see the home team get some success for the fans in attendance and family. We'll get a face-off just outside the Mustang zones. That puck went out of play. Ogden with the early goal. We'll see if I can hear who they say get the other points on that. Jack Chew picks up the assist on the Dyson Ogden goal. The live score sheet on the Nova Scotia Major Midget website doesn't update. It's weird. Mustangs were battling for the puck, but the Rush are able to get control, and that's Miller coming the other way. He tried to chip it ahead. Captain Carter Bain makes a button hook pass. He goes up here to Sanford. He gets knocked off the puck, but Doyle still, not Doyle, sorry. Bain. Too many D's. The Rush get the puck now. Not quite hard enough firing out of the zone. Jack Chew gets control of that in the neutral zone. Makes a pass to nobody as Doyle was going the other way. That puck goes off the skate of, do I have 23 on here? I do not have 23 on my roster here, so I'm not sure who that is for the Mustangs. I'll see if I can find it here in a bit. It's the Rush coming the other way. Leading the Rush inside there is Mark Berman. In the corner now is Jacob Dunn. Jacob Dunn was involved in a little theatrics, I guess, for lack of a better term, in the warm-up. It's always funny to watch the two teams in warm-up and nobody wants to cross the red line, and then they'll give each other a little whack, shoot puck, etc. Just trying to play a little mind games kind of thing as the Rush is keeping this puck in the zone now. The Rush starting to develop their game, getting the cycle going. Puck comes up to the blue line, comes across here. Shot from the point by James Morrison. Glove save by Fratton as the Rush get their first couple shots on net here in this first period. When I was looking up the team leaders for goals, assists, and points, the two that were at the top, I didn't bother marking them down because they were no longer listed on the roster. Looks like the Rush might have had some mid-season roster turnover similar to the Mustangs. But we do have Jacob Dunn and Nicholas Christmas leading the Sydney Rush in points with 13. Of course, for the Mustangs. I was looking at the Lumberjack logo here on the ice. For the Mustangs, Carter Bain still leading the way with 17. Shot from top of the circle, easy save there from Doucette. Puck in the corner now. Battling for it now is a couple Mustangs and Rush players at the same time. Puck comes out to the point. Mulaney was out here covering for his D-man. Wasn't able to hold the line as McMullen was down low. That puck dumped back in by McMullen, but Mustangs are offside. They're in the middle of a change here right now. Here come the Rush the other way. Dumped in by Gideon, who took the penalty that led to the Mustangs' power play goal here in the first period. Mustangs still got control of the puck. McDonald's got it now. They'll go cross ice. Dumped into the zone by Richards. Actually, I think that was Sanford that dumped that one in. Tried to go back to the point there. Able to keep it in was Jack Chu. McDonald's back there now battling behind the net. He comes out with the puck. He's looking for a lane. He's got Chu up. Chu was looking like he was going to take the shot. But somebody was standing in front of him for the Rush. I don't have that number. I don't have a 96 for the Rush on their roster either. As Rogers goes after the puck now. Headman pass to Jack Chu. Nice work up the ice, but the Rush picked that one off, and now we go the other way. Good stick there by LeBlanc. Chu has it again. He's back over to Rogers. Nice pass up the ice. Hit something on the way, so no icing on the play. LeBlanc's on it now. He takes the sharp angle shot off the pads. Would have been a good play if there was anybody driving the net from him, but the Mustangs were in the middle of a change. As the Rush got it now, top of the circles. Goal! Shot just above the hash marks. And that looks like Coda Lewis for the Rush. Answers back, and we got a 1-1 game here halfway through the first period. Bit of a breakdown there defensively for the Mustangs. Allowed, who did I just say that was? Coda Lewis to walk into the middle of the ice. And anybody watching where he shot that from is what we considered a high danger scoring chance area. You don't want to give up a lot of chances from that slot. Some people might refer to it as protecting the house. As Frotton comes behind the net to settle the puck down. Went go behind the net. Ended up putting it right on a Rush stick. Big hit there along the wall. McMullen's got it now. He's got McLean on with him. McLean back. Last time I was here, McLean wasn't playing as he was serving a suspension. Good stick there from LeBlanc. Well, not able to get control of it. Carter Bain will rush in now. Nice headman pass up the ice. McMullen's got it again. He's looking for options. He had Bain up here all alone. Wasn't able to handle that pass with Bain. And Miller's got it now for the Rush. Good work there from the Mustangs. That's Kean Doyle works it loose. Bain wasn't able to tuck it in after the hard pressure there from Doyle to get that puck loose. Puck comes out in front. Almost got control of it there was Rogers. Him and Mulaney were both sitting there. Weren't able to get a stick on that to get a shot off. Puck comes up the ice now. Miller misses it. And that'll be an icing call on the Rush. And we'll get our first TV timeout. We got our first TV timeout done. We get a face-off to the left of Doucette. Not able to get control of that. Was anybody off the face-off? Rogers will pinch in, trying to hold that puck along the wall. Mulaney's in there for support, trying to give him a hand. Got Lynch on there with him. Rogers. Richards back here. Pass across from Rogers right into the breadbasket of Doucette. If I was Rogers, well, I say if I was Rogers, I wouldn't have been able to do it, but that would have been a good spot to get a shot off right there in the center of the ice. Mustangs still not doing a great job of getting bodies to the front of that net and trying to take Doucette's eyes away from him. I mentioned the stats for Doucette's earlier. Froughton comes into the game with a .884 save percentage and a .608 goals against average. So Doucette leading the way in the goaltending duel here this afternoon. Rogers gets control of the puck now. Goes beyond his net to Chew. Chew's got it now. He goes hard off the boards up ice. That hit a rush player here in the neutral zone, so there should be no icing. Mulaney's in there now battling for the puck. Puck comes up here. McMullen with the shot. Bouncing around in the crease there. Cleared out of the zone was Doucette, or out of the crease area. Puck goes beyond the net again. Rush have it once more. Good stick there from Lynch. Wasn't able to hang on to that puck. Battle along the wall here. Both teams fight for control. Mulaney tried to come away from that battle, but he gets muscled off the puck. Wasn't able to hold the line there was the Mustangs. The puck come all the way down. Pass off ice. Nice work through the neutral zone there. Almost. McMullen gets through. That puck goes right through everybody, but there was nobody driving the net. McMullen tried to feed it to the front again. Another puck coming towards the crease. Mustangs doing a better job of trying to direct the puck towards the net in this game than I've seen in previous games. Not getting too cute or fancy as Ogden backhands the puck up. Wasn't able to connect with McDonald. That'll be an offside. But the Rush are able to get control of the puck. Shot off the pad, directed to the other side by Froughton. Shot came from Gideon. Mustangs get control of the puck again. Mustangs leading 11-5 in shots. Ogden's got it now. Of course, he's got the goal on the power play for the Mustangs here in this first period. Chew likes to go down low. McDonald goes down low to Landry. Ogden's over trying to help out. Puck goes into the netting, and we'll get a face-off in the rush in. 6 minutes left to go here in the first period in an even 1-1 game. Mustangs goal coming on the power play. We get a face-off to the left to Doucette. Doyle wins the face-off, but the Rush get control of the puck, or had it. Shot from the point, shot wide. Rogers has got it now. He takes another shot from the point off the blocker of Doucette and steered into the corner. Mustangs doing a much better job of firing the puck on net. Partially, I guess, that would be, in an even game, they have the puck on their sticks a bit more than they might be used to. And we get an offside call here as Rogers and one of the Rush players get into a little shoving match. Shots 12-5 here in the first period. I'd say it'd be a pretty even game, but actually I think the Mustangs have controlled more of the play. They've had more zone time and more control. Hasn't been a masterclass by any means, but stuff to build off of for sure as that puck gets fired into the Mustang zone by the Rush. He's right at the red line, so no icing there. McMullen goes cross ice. Nice headman pass up here to Bain. Bain's got it now. He'll backhand it in for LeBlanc. LeBlanc's not able to get control of it. Good cycle there with Doyle. The rush player loses an edge. That puck comes out the other side, though. Nobody there for the Mustangs. Puck thrown towards the net. Bain was sitting up a bit too high, wasn't able to get anything on it. That puck fluttered in on net, and Doucette looked like he had a little trouble with that one. Just caught the bottom of his blocker. But again, nobody there to follow up on the rebounds. Oh, and that puck comes out. Nice block there from the Mustangs in the middle of the ice. Off the shot by Coda Lewis, who has the other goal, or has the only goal for the Rush. Mulaney's fighting for the puck down there in the corner. He gets pushed off. He's down there with Richards. Puck comes across. Shot from Sanford. Didn't get a lot on that shot. It was a blocker to side by Doucette. High stick there by the Mustangs. That face-off should come outside the zone because of the high stick by the Mustangs. Linesman Ryan Walker seems to agree with me. I don't know who it is. I don't know her name. But it's the first time that I've seen a female referee in this league here at the LCLC. So congratulations to her as we try to continue the drive to make hockey for all. And she, of course, is partnered with veteran referee Cooper Stewart. As that puck bounces around loose in front of Froughton, but he's able to track it. And shot from the point, right into the braided basket of Froughton. Froughton must not know what to do. First period, I think that he haven't faced 20 shots a period. He's probably cold down there, but at this point, Tolles is cold. He's used to getting peppered. I think I've talked about it in the past, but some goalies prefer that. Some goalies prefer to get peppered. I always go back to Semyon Varlamov. Used to be a goaltender for the Colorado Avalanche. If he only faced 20 shots, he'd let in 5 goals. If he faced 50, he might let in 1. Just getting into that rhythm, right? As the Rush get the puck now, they'll fire it back into the Mustang end from center ice. Froughton plays it to his D. They go D to D as they try to find a way to get out of their zone. Mustangs had the puck now. That's McDonald. He puts it in behind Doucette. Mustangs are first to the puck. McMullen's got it again. He tried to go towards the net, hit a stick of the Rush player and into the other corner. McDonald's down low now. He's battling for the puck. He's got Ogden Witten. The Mustangs come out with the puck. McMullen's got it again. Takes another shot off the blocker and rebound from Ogden there as he was falling down. Nice shot on net. The Mustangs get the puck again. Nice shot. But you did have a guy all alone in the center of the ice. And from that guy's perspective, he didn't drive the net. So when that rebound came out, no one was there to tap it home. As LeBlanc gets the puck now, he'll fire it down behind the Rush net. Bain is the first one to it. Mustangs have come out with some pep in their step in this period. Again, this is probably the most even matchup we've seen at the LCLC this year in terms of statistically, records, power play, penalty kill. Rush come into the day with the 11th ranked penalty kill. Mustangs had the 14th. As far as power play goes, the Mustangs had the 12th, and the Rush had the 13th. I think I already mentioned the goals for and goals against. Mustangs 13th in both categories, Rush 14th. So pretty even game here so far in the first period. Though the Mustangs are leading in shots, 17-7. Belief and hope are powerful things, and I would assume when you come into a game like this, playing an even team, you feel more confident about your chances, and then you play a little better. As Bain's got the puck now, he's got LeBlanc with him. LeBlanc makes a nice move, takes a shot from top of the circle. That went high. Nice play by Payne to set up LeBlanc. Doyle's fighting for the puck now. The Rush get control, and they come up ice. In the neutral zone here now is the rush. Nice moves to get around there. Puck comes out in front. Wasn't able to get much on that. Frotton went after the puck and came out of his net there a little ways. As we enter the final minute here of the first period. Bain's got the puck now. He goes off the boards. Nice play there, but Doyle's net guard's hanging off. LeBlanc shoots, block shot. Oh, and the rush player's hurt off that block shot. He was down as he blocked that shot. Doyle feeds it in front. McMullen's got it now. Nice pad save there from Doucette. Nobody there from the Mustangs to tap in the rebound. A lot of rebounds coming off Doucette, but nobody quite in the right spot to tap them home here. Hopefully that's an adjustment that Coach Keegan Watt can make in the first intermission. Crashing that net. Mustangs get control of it again. Sharp angle shot. Goes well above the net. Another puck's floating around there in the middle of the crease. McMullen's got it again. He fires it down low, and that'll do it here for the first period. As Lynch gets pushed over in the goaltender's crease. First period of play done with here in Bridgewater this afternoon. Mustangs and the Rush currently sit tied 1-1. We'll see you back here for the start of the second period. And welcome back, folks. So we get ready for the second period of this game between the Sydney Rush and the South Shore Mustangs here in Bridgewater this evening. If you're just joining us, we're currently sitting at 1-1. Mustangs scored first off the power play goal by Dyson Ogden. Answered a couple minutes later by, I gotta find my roster sheet here now, Coda Lewis for the Sydney Rush. Mustangs currently leading in shots 19-7. Bit of strange territory for them. Be leading in shots after the first. But a valiant effort put in here in the second period so far. A lot of pucks being put on net, a lot of rebounds coming out, just nobody there to finish it off. Got a bit more of a nose for the net, I think. Doucette's been giving up some rebounds. As the Mustangs hope to send the Sydney Rush back to Cape Breton with a loss. Of course, for those that need reminding, Cape Breton is a part of Nova Scotia. And I say that in good jest and fun, as I have people all the time telling me that they think that Cape Breton should be a part of Newfoundland. So we get ready for puck drop here. Let's kick off the second period. Yes, as I was saying, I get people all the time telling me that Cape Breton is for Newfoundlanders that didn't finish the trip home or should be part of Newfoundland. I'd like to remind them that it is, in fact, part of Nova Scotia. As that puck gets chipped in right in on Doucette, so there'll be no icing. Berman collects it for the Rush. He's looking for an option. Goes behind the net to Morrison. Morrison goes up the ice. That landed nice and flat. No icing there as Rogers collects puck. Ooh, he kind of blindly threw that up the middle of the ice. It's not a play I'd like to see on a regular basis if I'm Coach Watt. McDonald's the other way now. He makes the move, not able to get around Morrison. As the Rush had control of the puck. Mustangs got it again as Ogden goes in there. Bit of a punch to the back of the head of Ogden there, but ref Cooper Stewart is down there in the corner and didn't really see anything. Nice play there from the Mustangs. A nice little stick lift by LeBlanc. He goes up to Sanford. Sanford's got it now. Feeds it out in front. Right into the shoulder was LeBlanc. Off that pass from Sanford. Actually, I think that was McDonald. As the Mustangs' top line of Doyle, Bain, and LeBlanc come out. Of course, Bain's leading the team in goals with 10 and points with 17. McDonald leads the team in assists with 13. And Doyle leads the team in penalty minutes with 51, which I think is still ways off the league lead, if I'm being honest. Big hit along the wall there as the Rush get numbers going the other way. We got a 2-on-1 developing. Nice pass across, and Frotton slid right out, and an easy tuck in by Nicholas Bass Christmas. And just like that, minute and 34 seconds into the second period, the Rush get their first lead of the evening here in Bridgewater. As what started as a broken play developed into a 2-on-1. Frotton had to push across quite a ways to go after that pass. He kind of lost his footing a little bit and slid right out of the net. An easy tuck in for Christmas. And the Mustangs find themselves down by 1 here early in the second. First shot on net for the Rush here in the second period. Leads to a goal. Dumped into the Mustang zone. I tried to look up who 23 was for the Mustangs during the intermission. However, there are 3 number 23s listed in the Mustangs roster on the Nova Scotia Major Midget website. As Rogers got it now, he takes a shot right into the breadbasket of Doucette. Yeah, 3 number 23s. So, number 23 for the Mustangs is one of Henry Ayotte, Jay Castlebellin, or Patrick Gosling. couldn't tell you which one it is. So if you tune in to watch one of those three players, it's number 23. Rogers got the puck now. He fires it right back into the rush in. Lynch is putting some pressure on the forecheck. Richard got it there now. Tried to feed it out in front, but a nice read from the rush D to close that play off. Richard's got it again. He chips it around. He's got nobody with him, though. Doesn't have a lot for options. Lynch has got it now, top of the circle, off a stick, and into the netting. We get a face off to the right of Doucette. Shot from Ogden went wide. Chu was able to prevent that from getting too deep into the zone. McDonald fires it back into the rush in, and Landry a forecheck. Landry kind of held up. That guy just stood there. That's when you want to essentially stable that guy to that wall. Can't just let him stand there with the puck. Nice play from McDonald. Wasn't able to get that zone, though, but Mustangs get control. Couple of little moves here from McMullen. He goes up Jack Chu. Tried to dump it into Chu. Whiffed on it. McMullen almost gave that up and sent a breakaway in for Gideon the other way. Rush had the puck now. That goes in on net. Blocker to side by Froughton. Saw that all the way. Rush got it again. Sharp angle shot blocked here in front. Rush got it again. He's going for a wraparound attempt. Tries to come around. Froughton's right there to hold that post. Mustangs get control of it. Rush were in the middle of a chain. Chipped into the zone by Landry, so there'll be no icing on this play. As Morrison collects it behind net. Big head man pass there. Wasn't able to connect. It's a good read from McLean. He's got it now. He took what looked to be a shot on net, but hit a stick. Shot well wide. Top line on here for the Mustangs now, trying to answer after the early goal given up here in the second period. LeBlanc has it now. Mustangs not playing with the same little pep in their step as they did in the first. Of course, we're 4.5 minutes into this second period. Knocked down in center ice here by Hudson Crawley. Mustangs had the puck behind their own net. Rogers had it. Sharp angle shot there from the rush. That puck bobbles around. And it looks like the Mustangs are getting a penalty for slashing. And it is. And it looks like Kean Doyle, who we just mentioned earlier, was leading the Mustangs in penalty minutes with 51. So I guess we can now say that that's 53. As Doyle goes to the penalty box, this is the Mustangs' first penalty of the afternoon or evening. Hoping to keep this one go game. Puck does come out of the zone. Offside there from the rush, which is why they weren't able to touch up at the blue line there. Mustangs were able to get control of the puck and fire length of the ice, killing some valuable seconds off of this penalty kill. Mentioned earlier, the Mustangs come in with the penalty kill 66.4%. Good for 14th. Of course, the power play for the rush is at 9.6. Puck sitting all on. Nice pad save there by Froughton. Sticking that leg out. I think if the rush player was able to get a little more elevation on that, he would have had that. But good save from Froughton nonetheless. Mulaney's got it now. Sharp angle shot. We got an odd man rush going another way. Nice hustle there. Excuse me, from Sanford. I apologize for the coughing. Still that time of year, right? Rush get control of the puck here at the blue line now. Nice patience there from Deacon McPhee. Dunn's got it now. He goes across ice off the skate of Christmas. Over in the other corner now here. Behind the net is Christmas once again. He's looking for options. He's got some pressure on in there from McLean. And that gets fired down the length of the ice. Doucette comes out to settle that down. He makes the pass up. Is not able to connect with nobody. That'll be icing. No. Linesman waves it off. I couldn't quite tell if it made it all the way into the corner, to be fair there. Chu fires at the length of the ice. 10 seconds remaining here in the Mustang penalty. And we got an odd man rush on the penalty kill the other way. Richards takes a shot, hit wide. Landry couldn't go in with it on the 2-on-1 because he was a bit too far ahead to play. So he had to slow down at the blue line and not put Richards offside. Rush have it now, and that'll do it for the Mustang penalty. So we get it clear. Nice head man pass up. We got a breakaway for Alex Lynch in all alone. Takes the shot. Pad save as he tried to go short side there. Or I guess far side. He's more in center of the ice, I guess. So blocker side, if you want to call it. Wasn't able to get quite enough on that to get it up over that pad. And the Rush come the other way with it now. Here are the Miller boys. No relation, I don't think, as they're from two different areas. Ethan Miller is from Whitney Pier. And Austin Miller is from Howie Center, which I assume are communities in Cape Breton. To be honest, I have no idea. Mustangs have it again now. Here's Lynch, who just had that breakaway opportunity. Shot well wide of the net. Not sure if that was intentional or not. Lynch has got it again behind the net. He goes shoulder on shoulder. Lynch gets muscled off the puck there now. Nice read from McLean there. He gets double teamed in neutral zone. And the Rush got numbers 4-on-1 the other way. And nice job by Froughton as that puck squirted out. And Froughton elect to cover it up as it was a 4-on-1 the other way. Not sure why that wasn't a penalty after the Mustangs just did the same thing and took the penalty. Same referee down there too. I don't know her name, and I was trying to figure out how to say who it was. The lady. The female ref was right there. I didn't see what happened before that, so it could have been a tit-for-tat scenario. Was an icing call, but somebody says no. That puck comes out of play. Or hit something out of play. We'll get a face-off in the Mustang end. We're 11:42 remaining here in the second period. Mustangs now trailing 2-1 after opening the scoring in the first period. Leading in shots still, 25. Oh, that puck sat there in the middle of the ice. Nice stick left again from the Mustangs. No icing on that as McLean for the Rush kind of made a kick at it and just missed. Nice battle there by Ogden, trying to get to the puck to the front of the net. Mustang still battling for it. Ogden's got it again, goes, oh no, sorry, that was Mulaney had it. Tried to go across to Ogden. Shot from the point, shot well wide. Jack Chu's got it now. He likes to dump it back into the Rush zone. Ogden, the goal scorer for the Lumberjacks, gets it again. That puck was bobbling on the ice. Ice doesn't look like it's in the greatest of quality, which as someone who's played on this ice a bunch of times in the last couple of weeks has been an issue here. A little bit of a push and shove contest beyond the net here, beyond the Mustang net. And we'll get a face-off to the left of Nolan Froughton. Face-off win from the Rush. Shot from the point, shot well wide of the net. Rush get it again along the wall. McLeod pinches down. Lumberjacks are able to get that out of the zone. Not able to get it any deeper though. LeBlanc tried to pick it off from Miller. Wasn't able to get control of it. Gideon's got it. Rush content to keep it into the Mustang zone. Fired into the corner. Well, both teams will go to work for puck possession here again. Big hit along the wall here by Gideon to knock LeBlanc off the puck. Doyle's forechecking pressure, and that'll be an icing call on the Rush. Halfway through this second period, score currently 2-1 in favor of the Rush. The third time these teams have met this year. The Rush have taken both of the previous two. The Mustangs are both teams looking for their fourth win of the season. Both teams have 3 wins. The Rush have 3 overtime. That puck changed direction and score! Alex Lynch right there, driving the net at those rebounds. And Alex Lynch is there to tuck that home. After that puck kind of changed directions, went in on Doucette kind of funny. Even that rebound came out a little weird. And sat right there, and Lynch is right there to tuck it home. And we'll get a TV timeout after Alex Lynch ties up the game here in the second period. And after that little timeout, we're getting ready to drop the puck here. 9:56 remaining in the second period. Goal from Alex Lynch has tied this up. After doing what I said they should have been doing in the first period all along, which is crashing that net and tapping in those rebounds. They must have watched the replay of the first period while he was in for the second or the first intermission. Heard me complain about it enough. Mulaney goes after the puck down there now. Mulaney's battling, tried to stick lift. Cole Rogers picks up the assist on the Alex Lynch goal to tie this game at 2. As that puck was bouncing around in the Mustang zone here. Mustangs get control again. There's Lynch off the ball to Mulaney. But that'll be an icing call. As Lynch chipped it off the wall just south of the red line. We'll get a face-off to the right of Nolan Fronton. Rush get control of the puck behind the Mustang net. Actually, it looks like Richard was going to come away with it there for a second. Some battles along the wall. No one coming away with it. Poked at the zone by Mulaney. And that's an offside call. Excuse me. A little chilly in there tonight. After the weather we've had here the last couple of days. I don't know about other parts of Nova Scotia, but last night was really weird. It was a really weird night. Seemed like a normal rainy night, and then every now and then you'd get a huge gust of wind, and trees were blowing down all over the place. People were losing power. As Bain goes after that puck, he takes shot from top of the circle. The rebound comes out there again. To be fair, McDonald did try to get to that one, I think. He was making a good effort on that one. Mustangs fight for the puck along the Rush wall. Rush come away with the puck there now. Couple moves there by Crowley. He's got it. Takes a shot. Takes a funny bounce off the inboards. Comes out to the front. Big hit along the wall there. Ogden comes away with the puck now. He's looking for his second goal of the game. Easy glove save there from Doucette, though. Mustangs doing a much better job today just getting pucks on net. as evident by the fact that we are just over halfway in the second period, and they already have 28 shots on net. There's a couple games I've done this year where they didn't have 28 shots at the whole game. Rogers got the puck now at the blue line. He goes over to his D partner. Over one of the 3 number 23s. Rush get control of the puck behind their own net. Nice read there by number 23 to try to keep that puck in. Comes out to the neutral zone, but Rogers is right there to corral that. Nice headman pass up there. Not able to get control of it. There was number 23, and Rogers has got it again in his own end. Rogers tries to use the net to separate himself from the man. Rush doing a good job on the forecheck pressure here to get control, try to keep control of that puck. We got an odd-man rush developing the other way. Doyle's got the puck now. He goes down to Sanford. Mustangs got the puck again. Tried to feed it in front to Doyle, but hit a skate of a Rush player. Now Andrea's coming the other way. Rogers again has the puck. Puck comes out in front there. Missed on the pass. We're to Rush, and the puck comes all the way down to their own end. LeBlanc is down there putting some forechecking pressure on as the Mustangs complete a change. Nice headman pass up here to Miller. He's all alone. He walks in, takes a shot, beats Nolan Frotton, blocker side. And just like that, the Rush have answered the Mustang goal from earlier and regained their 1-goal lead here in the second period. Off the blocker side shot from Miller. I think that was Ethan Miller that got that one. And the Rush regain their 1-goal lead. Sure, that's one that Frotton might like to have back, getting beat short side like that. It's unfortunate, too, because a lot of the games that I've watched him play this year, he's been stellar. Numbers may not reflect that if you look at the stats, but he's been really good this year at times. As Landry makes a move to get around, but kind of pushed that puck a little too far. Wasn't able to keep control of it. Richards is after it now in the rush in as the Mustangs look to answer back. That puck squirts around, ends up into the glove of goaltender Doucette. So the Mustangs look to equalize this game once again. Did have a lead early in the first. Rush coming away with the puck again. Keeping it in was Landry. Lynch goes after. Of course, he's got the goal for the Mustangs here in the second period. Lewis comes away for the Rush. Chu tried to back out of his own zone. Rush got it again, top of the circle. Welsh over the net. That's into the netting behind Frotton. And out of play. 5:56 remaining here in the second period. Yeah, I was doing up the roster list for the Sydney Rush today, and a lot of these communities I had never heard of before. I assume they're all in Cape Breton area. Some I've driven through as I go back to Newfoundland each year, try to. I did not know there was a McKinnon's Harbor in Cape Breton. Among other ones, Howie Center, Gardner Mines, Marguerite. A lot of little communities in the area. That puck almost got through there for Ogden. He would have been all alone if he could have got through those feet. It's hard to tell where I'm up here and I'm legally blind in one eye. But I wonder if any of these Rush players have, being from Cape Breton, have native descent and look up to someone like Jordan Tutu, of course, a very effective role player in his time with the Nashville Predators and the Detroit Red Wings. I would assume somewhat of a trailblazer along with guys like Scott Gomez. And a role model to look up to and aspire to be for folks of that community and heritage. I really like Jordan Tutu. I like guys that be a little greasy at times. Of course, Nova Scotia's not without their own grease balls for players. With, of course, most famous one in that ilk would be Mr. Brad Marchand, of course, who coached a game in this league this year. Very unfortunate circumstances that led to that, but a very cool experience, I'm sure, for the Cole Harbour Hunter players and the league as a whole, that Brad was able to come back and step in for a good friend of his who had a tragic loss this season. As the Mustangs come away with the puck now, Payne goes up. He's got Doyle in all alone. Looked like he got a little bit of a hook there. Doyle's got it again. He couldn't hold on to it there to get a good shot off. It's like there might have been a little bit of a hook there on Doyle, but no call. We do have a high stick there now. That'll cause this play to be blown down. .342 remaining here in the second period. Mustangs leading in shots, 29-16, but find themselves down by a goal here. The Rush get control of the puck. That'll be an offside call. Of course, I think this is our last game here at the LCLC until after the Christmas break. As we get into that time of year, the NHL had its own little mini trade deadline last night that saw a couple players get moved, as Philip Denault went back to the Montreal Canadiens and Mason Marchment is off to Columbus, which was a little weird, as Columbus is not considered a perennial contender by any means, but the East is so tight in the NHL that I guess Columbus has decided let's try to get an impactful role player in here, as that shot from the point goes into the glove of Doucette. Never saw what happened to Doucette there, but he went down holding his head for a second. Might have been a little drive-by by a Mustang player. Doucette has words with linesman Ryan Walker there. Ref comes over to have a conversation with him as well. And as I said, as we get into this time of year, on behalf of both the league and High Button Sports, I'd like to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, or however you choose to celebrate this season. Hopefully it's a good time for you. And if you don't celebrate at all, enjoy the couple extra days off of work. It's always nice to have that little break. As Dunn gets the puck now, he's in all alone. He takes a shot. Frotten's able to hang on to that one, though. Hitting in the glove. Kind of came out a little bit, but he was able to use his chest to help hang on to that one. Still 3 minutes remaining here in this second period. Shots this period, I think, are 13-10 in favor of the Mustangs, if I remember correctly from what the shot totals were after the first period. Of course, the only numbers on that scoreboard that really matter is the score itself. No icing there, as if somebody had touched the puck at center ice. That was deemed good. Richard, I think, even thought it might have been offside, as he hesitated, but linesman said it was good, so we play on. That puck goes high off the boards, and we've got good hustle there from Rogers, or we would have had another odd man rush. And then Alex Lynch beats out the icing. Nice shot there from Richards, but was blocked in front by the Rush defender. Looked like McLean. That puck comes over to Rogers again. It was in his feet for a second. Rogers goes back down along the wall. Shot from Sanford. Flutters wide. Didn't get all of that one. Richard got it now. He's looking for a man. Nice bumper pass out there, but not able to get the shot off. We're the Lumberjacks. Sanford battles for it. He's got Bain in there with him and Richard. Richards got it there now. He fires it back into the rush end. Doucette comes out. Looks like he lost an edge there. Fell down for a second. McDonald's got the puck now. He's looking for options. He sees Jack Chew. Chew with the shot. Shot well high. He was trying to go over Zachary McIntyre for the rush. All alone in front again. That backhand from Sanford goes well wide. Got to put that on net. In the feet of Bain. He's fighting for it. Mustangs come away with it off the blue line. Nice couple moves there. Nice glove save there from Doucette, but he wasn't able to hang on to it. Nobody there to tap home net. Rebound, no. Still battling along the wall there, the Mustangs. Bumps off the wall to McDonald, but they weren't able to get the puck to him. Gideon's after the puck now for the rush. Nice little move there to create some space for himself. Fed out in front, nobody there. Bain has got it now. He likes to go off the wall. Ogden chips it into the rush zone. That puck goes high off the glass and out. Mustangs got it again. That pass picked off by the rush. Fired back into the Mustang zone. 40 seconds remaining here in this second period. Bain's got it again. Bain gets the zone. He's looking for options. Fed it across. There's Jack Chew with it now. He takes the shot, and that's in. Shot from the point from Jack Chew. I think it hit something on the way and changed directions a little bit. The Mustang players are saying kind of looks like it didn't hit them if it hit anybody. And 28.9 seconds remaining here in this second period. And it looks like we're going to go into period 3 with a tie game just like we did in the first. See, pucks on net, folks. Pucks on net. It's never a bad option. Put it at the net. You never know what it's going to hit, how it's going to change directions. Mustangs get control of the puck again. Time for one more rush up the ice if they can hurry. Rogers gets it, dumps it in the end. That puck is bouncing down. Doucette was after it. Big hit from Lynch there. Mulaney's going in to try to help out. Time for one more shot if he could hurry up and get it off. Bit of a hook there. Rogers throws it at net. Nice block there by Ethan Miller. And just like that. So after each team scoring one goal apiece in the first period, each team scores 2 here in the second. We'll go into the third, still tied at 3-3. And welcome back, folks, as we get ready for the third and final period here in Bridgewater this evening. Between the South Shore Mustangs and the Sydney Rush, we come into the third period all tied up at 3. Both teams looking for their 4th win of the season. So we await the arrival of the Sydney Rush. I think I've seen that they have a game tomorrow in the city, so I don't imagine that they're heading back to Cape Breton tonight. I would say they'll probably have hotel rooms in the city. At least drive into there, maybe not. We got coaches for the Rush. Some coaches anyway, unless that's just the trainers and whatnot. Equipment managers, etc. I guess the Rush just wants to let the ice set up for a bit. I guess technically they got 1 minute and 8 seconds before they're ready to start. I don't even see anybody coming down there yet. Door's not even open down there yet. That's it. Start the game, drop puck. You hurry up, you get a couple in before he shows up. Maybe Cape Breton is part of Newfoundland and they're on in a different time zone over there. And here they come, finally. Not that I'm in a big rush. There's no Colorado Avalanche game tonight, so I don't have to rush to get home. So I think the Leafs are playing, and the only thing I enjoy more than watching Colorado win is watching the Leafs lose. Not sure who they're playing tonight. Did manage to catch some of the Detroit-Washington game earlier today. It's always nice when there's a couple afternoon games. Can watch a couple games before coming to the rink and spend an evening with you fine people. As we get ready for the start of the third and final period here at the stables. I've been nicknaming that. I don't know if that fits. It doesn't quite roll off the tongue as well as I would have liked. Barn is too generic for hockey. He was trying to come up with something horse related, you know, Mustangs. I did see the Max got taken down the other day. I think the Subaru team beat them. Their first loss of the season. So that puck comes out of the zone. Was looking for Bain. He was already up here. He was down having a cup of coffee with Doucette. So that puck comes up along the wall. Mustangs try to get control of it. Comes out to McMullen here. Off the shin guard. Mustangs looking to get their second lead of the day. That puck dribbles in on Doucette. Bain's got it behind the net. He'll cycle with McDonald. He gets pushed off the puck, but doesn't give up on it and keeps at it. Sanford's in there now. Bain had backed off there a little bit. If he had stayed behind the net, he would have got the puck. Now he's up here covering for, I think McMullen had pinched down, trying to hold that wall. Bain does have it now. He'll throw it towards the net, and that's sticked into the netting by Doucette. And this might be the first time this year that the Mustangs have doubled up a team in shots. It's too bad the score doesn't reflect that. But first time for everything. It's good to see. been a pretty even game as we thought it would be this evening. 7th and 8th place teams in the league. Both teams coming off losses on December 14th, so last Sunday. Mustangs to the Wildcats with a 5-3 score, and the Rush to the Hunters with a 4-3 score. Mustangs, I almost came out the corner with the puck. High off the glass and out. Jack Chu will go after it. He's got Logan McLean there with him. They go D to D behind the net, trying to open up some space. Not able to connect off the wall pass. There was McLean. But Sanford comes away with the puck now. He's got Doyle with him. Tried to leave it for McLean, but got his stick tied up. Doyle's in there now. Rush not able to get it out the zone just yet. Some forechecking pressure from the Mustangs. As that puck gets not fired down the length of the ice, but backhanded down the length of the ice. And we'll get an icing call here in this third period. We get a face-off to the right of Doucette. Puck play behind the Rush net. Comes out the zone. 23 for the Mustangs. Collects the puck. Passes up to Lynch, who nice little tip there to tip it into the Rush zone. Nobody there to go after it, though. Rogers with the shot, padded aside by Doucette. As Richard, Mulaney, and Lynch are down there trying to create something. Lynch, of course, scored one of the goals for the Mustangs in the third period. And then Jack Chu had a point shot with 28 seconds remaining to tie it up. Nice forward pressure there from Mulaney. That'll be an icing call, but Froughton had to play that as the Rush and the Mustang defender there were battling. So to get it clear of his own net, Froughton had to play it and negate the icing himself. Rogers has got it there now. He's a pretty smooth skater, I must say. That puck comes all the way out of the zone. As number 8, there's Zachary McIntyre for the Rush. Whiffed on it when Rogers kind of just feathered it out. McMullen's got it now. He had Mulaney sitting all alone in those hash marks and elected to throw it on the net. Oh, and that shot changed his direction and went into the pads of Doucette, who was able to hang on to it long enough to get the whistle. He was a little off balance there. 16-10 remaining in this game. Mustangs have come out in this third, looking for a strong start. Out shooting them 5-0 here so far in the third period. Linesman Jeremy Stevens up here in the blue line are letting his partner down there know to push the guys back. That puck goes off the boards and out. McMullen chipped it over. The Rush content to fire it into the Mustang end. Not able to get control of that initially was the Mustangs. That was Jack Chu. Hit along the wall there, but the Mustangs do come away with the puck. Ogden got it across there to Jack Chu, who's jumped up into the play. Sharp angle shot there, wasn't able to connect. Another sharp angle shot from McMullen. All alone there at the hash marks. Wasn't able to get it to his forehand was Bain. Nice play there to stop the odd man rush because they got past Bain there. That was a breakaway. Puck squirting around there now in front of Froughton. Froughton gave a little slash there to Hebb sitting in front of the net. Little fun fact, Froughton actually has 14 penalty minutes this year, which is high for a goalie. But when I saw that, I wasn't surprised. Knowing the kid, and he's a great kid, don't get me wrong, great kid, but feisty. Can be very feisty. Shot from the point, knocked down by Doyle. He's gone the other way. He chipped it ahead to Landry. That puck comes Up and off the rafters right in front of us. Had a fan here in the stands was willing to throw that puck back down to him. That was pretty close, though. Landed 2 seats in front of me. My cameraman here, Carter Hunt, might have to change his pants when he gets home. Shot from the point. He either didn't get anything on that shot or just whiffed on it and put it into the corner. Mustangs battle now. Landry goes across to his D. Nice stick there. Landry's got it now. Tried to make a play. Not a lot of penalties called in this game, though. It's been relatively calm, which is funny because in the warm-ups, I had mentioned earlier that there was a lot of shenanigans in the warm-ups along the red line. Guys shooting the puck at the goalies while they were stretching. Not hard now, but, just enough to agitate. I thought we were going to see some fireworks potentially in this game, but each team, I think, has had 1 power play. The Mustangs, of course, converted on theirs. The Rush did not on theirs. So the Mustangs have a 100% rate on the penalty kill and power play in this game. That puck comes out. Lynch wasn't able to get a stick on that, and the Rush come the other way. It's kind of slowed down here a little bit in the third period, though. Not a lot of emotion. That puck comes out in front. Tried to tuck it in, but Frotton did a good job of holding his post. Frotton's got the stick of the Rush player, just hooking onto it a little bit. That gets fired into the Rush zone a little wide. Richards is there to hold on to the puck. Try to keep it into the Rush zone. Battle along the wall right in front of the bench. Now we got a foot race here between Mulaney and Phillips. 23 for the Mustangs. Puts it out to the neutral zone. That's put right in on net, and Frotton will blocker that into the net. We get a face-off to the right of Frotton. Shots currently 40-21 in favor of the Mustangs. Score tied 3 apiece. We've had, in the 2 previous games, we've had 11 goals and 8 goals scored. So this has been the lowest scoring game between these 2 teams so far this year. Of course, we're either guaranteed to get one more or we go to a shootout. Jack Chu's got it now. He likes to dump it into the corner. Trying to set something up. Didn't have a lane. Chu's got now another shot from the point. Stick to side from Doucette. Ogden's battling. Just threw it to the middle, but nobody there but the Rush. And there's Gideon going the other way. He, of course, took the Rush penalty that led to the Mustangs' power play goal that actually opened the scoring in this game. Shot from just inside the blue line from Matt Phillips. We get a face-off to the left of Nolan Frotton here. 12:15 remaining in this tie game. Rush come away with the puck. Tried to go DD, wasn't quite able to connect on that one. Was the Rush, but they get it back. Elects to go up to the blue line. Able to hold the line was McPhee, who I just noticed is the captain of this team. Haven't seen anybody that have really stood out, though. Oh, nice pass across there. Too bad LeBlanc is a right-handed shot. As he had the pass was too far in front of him, so he had to pick it up on his backhand first. We get a face-off to the right of Doucette. McMullen's got it now. He fires it in, goes off the stick of McLean for the rush. This will be an icing call on the rush. And we'll get another face-off in the rush in. Excuse me. Off the glass again. McLean jumps up to keep that in. He takes the shot well wide of the net. Nice keep in there by McLean, who had a couple game suspension earlier this year for fighting. Battling along the wall there was Sanford and Doyle. That puck comes out of the zone. McLean's there after it. He gives it a little backhand just to relieve some pressure. Rush in there on the forecheck. McMullen's got it now. He'll button hook back and get away from his forecheckers. Sanford's got it now. Kind of slowing the play down here a little bit. Gets in and fires it into the rush zone. Mustangs will go for a change. Loose puck behind the rush in, and didn't seem like nobody wanted that there for a second. That puck comes off the glass and out. That should be another icing call, as the rush weren't able to connect on that clearing attempt to send a guy in. And we'll get another face-off down here to the left of Doucette. Halfway through this third and final period, or it's the final period, but we may go to overtime. Get some 3-on-3. I don't think I've seen any 3-on-3 so far this year here at the LCLC. Rush get the puck. Nice head man pass up ice. Mustangs are able to get it out of the zone again. Frotton comes out and settles it down for his D. It's Jack Chu now. He looks for a pass, wasn't able to connect. Linesman Jeremy Stevens says no icing on that, as it was a stick lift from the rush. I assume is his reasoning. And Lynch went for the hit instead of the puck, so he kind of let that go. Yeah, Rogers might have got away with a penalty there, as he got his hand into the chest of the rush player trying to take him down. But again, not a lot of penalties called in this game. To be fair, both refs have done a good job of just letting them play. There hasn't been anything like crazy that, oh my God, we can't believe this wasn't called kind of thing. So that puck took a funny little flutter there, but Frotton was able to track it, knock it down. Something like that going in would have been a bit of a backbreaker. Nice play by Richard to get the puck into some molten ice. Rogers is gone again. He was looking for somebody to pass through, didn't have any options. And with that buzzer, we're halfway through the third period, and we'll take a little timeout. We get the little timeout in there, and we'll get another face-off. The Mustangs have been putting on some pressure here in this third. Both teams have kind of not taken too many chances in this third period, which is can be smart at times. I mean, no team's trailing. Nobody wants to make the mistake to give up the go-ahead goal here late in the third. Puck comes up to the blue line, across to McLean. He takes a shot, hits the defender in front there. McLean holds the blue line. Mustangs trying to get control of it. Ogden was battling around. McLean's got it again. He's looking for options. Had a guy sitting there in front, wasn't able to get to his forehand and feed it across to him. Bain goes after it down there in the corner. That puck comes out. Oh, and we're getting a penalty. And that door was open, and that kid just got hurt. Oh, that's bad to see. I hope he's okay. Looks like that door wasn't completely latched. And we also have a penalty here. I did not see the signal for the penalty. I was watching the door of the Rush player to see if he was okay, as that could have been very bad. And the Mustangs will go to the penalty kill. Cole Rogers takes the boarding penalty. Just over 8 minutes remaining in the third. Rush takes a shot off the top of the circle. That hit something in front of Froughton and went into the netting. And the face-off will stay inside the zone here. Do hope that the Rush player that went into that door is okay. It's an unfortunate situation. Got to watch those doors, make sure they're latched carefully. Battle in there in front. Tried to come away with it was McMullen. Comes out in front again. That puck will get out of the zone. So the Rush will have to come out and tag up. Second power play of the game for the Rush. Unsuccessful on their first attempt, which I want to say was in the first period. Nice stick there from Sanford. Doucette comes out to play the puck. And he gives the puck away to Sanford, but couldn't get enough control on it. He was in a bad spot there too, but good work from Sanford. Puts some pressure on Doucette. McMullen's got it in his own end now. He turns and fires it down the ice. Landry's able to tip it down a bit further into the neutral zone, but not as deep as they would like it into the Rush zone. So Mulaney's putting some forechecking pressure now on the Rush. Halfway through the Cole Rogers boarding penalty. The Rush make their way up the ice. Dumps it into the zone. Froughton comes out to play that. He takes it. He clears the zone his own self. Sometimes you got to take matters into your own hands, I guess, which is probably why he also has 14 penalty minutes this season. When most goalies are, lucky to get 2. I guess not lucky, but that shot hits Nolan in the chest. He was going for it with his blocker, though. I don't understand, and again, I'm not a goalie coach by any means, but why goalies still go down on their knees from shots that are 40, 50 feet out that are well in the air. Even the goalie that plays on the team that I help coach. We played a game last night, and there was a shot from the red line, and got lucky that it hit the crossbar because he went down on his knees to make a play at it. It seems like more and more goalies are being taught that as soon as somebody comes over the blue line, you drop down, which I don't personally think is a recipe for success. But again, that's why I'm up here calling this and not on the bench making decisions, I guess. Oh, puck comes out in front. Whiffed on that one-timer. Wasn't able to hit the net. Was Christmas. So that puck come out in front. Nice move there at the blue line. Walks in there was Liam McLeod. And Froughton was way out of his crease to cut down that angle and take away the options. Good play by him. And that'll do it for the Mustang penalty, and we're back to 5-on-5. 6:26 remaining here in the third period. Face off to the left of Nolan Froughton. Mustangs come away with the puck out the face off. That's Sanford. He makes a couple moves. He gets in. Got a good stick in there to McIntyre to prevent Sanford from getting a real good shot off. The Rush scored from that position in the second period, so it's good that you limit those chances. Rush get inside position now. Good stick there from McLean to get out. Clear it away from the front of the net. Protecting that house, as we talked about earlier. Headman pass up the ice. McLean's there one-on-one again with Phillips. That puck comes out to the front. A little sloppy there from the Mustangs. Got that puck out, but almost gave it away again. Mustangs are playing right now as if they're nursing a lead. Somebody should tell them they do need one. That puck comes out. Oh, quick whistle there. As Nolan tried to cover that up and kind of almost like he knocked it away from himself a little bit. But he got the benefit of the quick whistle there from the ref, so he got what he wanted out of it anyway. Rush get control of that puck off face-off block in front. Rogers has got it now behind his own net. He goes hard off the boards down the ice for an icing call. Oh, I thought that Berman probably could have played that one. But we get an icing call nonetheless to the, looks like it's going to be to the right of Frotton. .5:16 remaining here in the third period. We mentioned the penalty minute leader for the Mustangs. I should also mention that James Morrison leads that category for the Rush with 48 minutes. The puck almost got to the front of the net. Oh, got a good shot off there to Landry, but wasn't able to hit the net on that one. Shot just wide, looking for that posting in. Doucette was out to the top of his crease pretty good. Fired all the way in on Doucette. He covered that one up, but he probably had time to play it. We're in the final 5 minutes now. 4:44 remaining. Mulaney gets the puck off face-off, backhanded to the front of the net. Padded behind the net by Doucette. That puck goes off the glass. Mulaney got taken down there in front of the net. I didn't see what happened as I was watching the play itself. Doesn't seem to be any worse for wear. Doesn't look like there's any calls on the play, so I'm not really sure what happened there. My cameraman has a look on his face like he doesn't know what happened there. If anybody saw the Carolina game last night, Seth Jarvis went into the post really hard. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody go into the net that hard before. Looks like he's going to be out for a while, putting his Olympic hopes in jeopardy after being on the Four Nations team. No icing on this as Jack Chew goes back for it. He goes up the wall. Rush are able to keep that puck in the zone. Chew has got it again. Tried to backhand across the Lynch. Mulaney will battle for it along the wall. That puck does come out of the zone. Delayed offside, so the Rush had to tag up. It gives Jack Chew some chance to see what he wants to do. Mulaney's got the puck now, but he's got nobody with him. Lynch is there now. Lynch takes a shot. That went high. Not sure if Doucette got a piece of that one or not. Looks like it might have glanced off his shoulder a little bit, but I couldn't quite tell. That's where my eyesight comes into play. Depth perception is not very good. Nice chip by Bain to chip it into the Rush in. 3:30 remaining here in the third period. Good read by McLean as the Rush had a guy looking to streak in. Bain's inside the zone now. He's trying to make a play. He's got Ogden down there who scored the first goal for the Mustangs on the power play. He goes back up to the point. Rogers fires it into the glove of Doucette. I wonder if the Mustangs can hit 50 shots on goal. I don't think I've ever seen them do it. So that would be a first. I guess if we go into overtime, we got a better chance of doing it. If they hope to win, they need at least one more shot. Face-off win by the Rush, but the Mustangs are first to the puck. That's McDonald behind the Rush net. He's looking for some options. He's getting tangled up with. Bain's after the puck now. It was a nice job from McLean there initially. Puck gets played behind the Mustang net. McDonald's got it now. He'll skate out with it. He gives it away in front, but he manages to get it back. Stayed hard on it. Ogden's got it now. He fires it down behind the net. Nobody there for the Mustangs, though. We get a battle in front. Chipped into the far side. Don't know if he realized he had McMullen coming down that other side. Being a bit more reactive than proactive still. Are the Mustangs, as if he would have picked his head up, he would have had McMullen that could have walked down that side as everybody was on that side of the ice. But I guess at the blue line, you don't want to make a move and make the wrong move there and get the puck up. That was a bit of a bad pass, though. So that puck bounces around a little. Mustangs get control of it. We're in the final 2 minutes here now. Langel's got it. He fires it in off the pads again. And that shot goes in off the blocker of Doucette. Don't know how that didn't hit the netting. McMullen throws it in front. Doyle's there. Wasn't able to get anything on it. Langel's got it. He turns and tries to fire. Not Langel, sorry, LeBlanc. He turned and tried to fire something in. So that puck comes out. Rogers has got it now. He comes up to Doyle. He's got it again. Back into the zone goes Doyle. He drops it for McMullen. The Rush have control of the puck now. They'll skate it out of their end. We're 3-on-3 the other way. Nice read there by Rogers. Shuts down that Rush attempt. Needs to get back and play defense, though. McLean's got it now. He goes back up the ice. Fired into the Rush zone. We're in the final minute here of the third period. If we don't get a goal here in this minute, we're going to 3-on-3 overtimes. The Rush it up the ice. The Rush up the ice. Walk right into the middle there. And now the Mustangs are gone the other way. We got odd man rush. Shot from the point. Oh, quick whistle as that puck got in behind Doucette and sat there in the crease. But that delay as it was squeezing out through the pads caused the ref to blow the whistle. Quick whistle. Might have saved the Rush there. As that puck did squirt out. In those situations, that's where I understand, the refs are very reactionary, and you're trying to protect the goalie. You don't want them getting jabbed at or stabbed at or anything. But there was nobody around there then. I think that's when you need to take that extra second or two and see what happens. See if that puck squirts out, squeezes out. See it all the time or not quite able to hang on to it. So there was no immediate danger there. But fortunate for the Rush. McLean's got it now. He takes a shot from the point. That bounced around, changed direction a couple times, didn't manage to get in on Doucette. And that'll do it for the third period. And we're going to go to overtime here at the LCLC. I was going to call it the Stable game, but I don't like that name. It don't quite roll off the tongue as well as I would like. I don't know what they call it, I guess it's always Stable. I was trying to think of like Kentucky Derby kind of stuff. Mustangs did get to 51 shots. First time I think I've ever seen them get over 50. I think I've seen them hit over 40 a couple times, but not over 50. And we go into 3-on-3 overtime. Tied at 3. Shots currently 51-26 in favor of the Mustangs. Broughton takes his. Are they not going to change ends for the overtime? I'm pretty sure they, obviously it's not the NHL, but I'm pretty sure in the NHL they change ends in the overtime. Change ends every period, right? I guess they don't do it here. It's the first time I think we've seen 3-on-3 overtime here at the LCLC this year. And it looks like we're going to get Bain, McMullen. Can't tell who the third one is there. Bain McDonald and Rogers to start this 3-on-3 for the Mustangs. For the Rush, we have Ethan Miller, Liam McLeod, and Austin Miller. So we got the 3M line. Mustangs get control of that puck. Bain has it now. See if they employ the old go back neutral zone, make sure you get some space. Bain decides to go in behind the rush net, trying to use that net to create some separation. Rogers has got it now. He walks in, block shot. Doyle, Bain had it there, gets a shot off. Nice pad save from Doucette. McDonald had it again. He tried to hit Bain streaking, cutting through the middle there, wasn't able to do so. McDonald will go for a change. And on will come Doyle. As the Rush have the puck. They'll complete a change too, or change up a couple of their guys. Get some fresh legs on. We got Doyle, LeBlanc, and Jack Chu on for the Mustangs. Looks like the Rush are having some miscommunications there. I think they're trying to complete that change. Jack Chu gets the puck. And we're gone the other way. The Mustangs had the puck. Coming down that wall. Wasn't able to pull the trigger on that shot was LeBlanc. Probably should have waited until he could have got some teammates to catch up with him. As now the Rush will complete their change. Doyle, Chu, and LeBlanc still on for the Mustangs. Now the Rush come the other way. Rush with the puck now. That's Jacob Dunn. He likes to go down low. Rush still have it in behind the Mustang net. Miller makes some moves trying to separate from the man. Rush still got it along the wall. So they're battling for positioning. Doyle's trying to force it. Forecheck press. Oh, Doyle skated past that. All alone is Miller. Tried to shot from his knees. Jack Chu gets control of that puck. LeBlanc and Doyle are still on. I'm kind of surprised with Jack Chu sitting behind the net. They didn't try to complete a change. They'll get one guy off now. Chu still has it. He'll dump it in, which he shouldn't really do on a 3-on-3. Possession is key here. Ogden was battling in there. Still fighting for the puck. Or both teams trying to get control. McMullen's got it now. Trying to make a move around. McMullen. He'll get it back here to the point. McMullen still got it. He feeds it across to Lynch. Lynch takes a shot. Oh, hit something and changed direction. Thought that was going to change direction into the back of the net there for a second. 2:10 remaining here in this overtime period of 3-on-3. Rush come up the ice. That's Miller coming up again. He gets inside position on Lynch. Lynch gets control of that puck, gives it right back though. Unfortunate giveaway. Miller's got it now, passed across. Oh, whiffed. No, head front and going the other way. McMullen's got it now. He'll try to settle it down. McMullen will take his time coming out as the Mustangs get another change. McDonald's got it now. He makes a move to get inside. Richard fired it into the rush in. Don't like that on the 3-on-3. I would cycle back into your own zone, keep possession. McDonald's got it now. He's skating around. He's got forechecking pressure on it. See, there you go. Don't give it back. Don't just dump it in. Mustangs go again. McDonald's again. He's got Richard. Richard still got it. Nobody at net, though. Richard takes a shot into the glove of Doucette as we enter the final minute of the overtime period. Don't think the Rush have a shot here in this overtime. To be fair, the Mustangs only got one. So, 3-on-3, of course, a little different. It's funny how some of the most skilled teams in the NHL don't have great success at 3-on-3. It's not something I think they spend a lot of time practicing, to be fair, as is not really necessary in the playoffs. Rogers tried to go down low, and the Rush come away with the puck. We got even numbers coming the other way. There's Dunn has it now. Nice forechecking pressure there from Rogers, but it stays inside the zone. Puck comes out, and Rogers is all alone down there, but the puck goes right into the corner. Doyle's going to the net. Rogers tried to feed it out in front. Puck's out in front. Oh, the Rush player, got lucky there, lost his stick. 20 seconds remaining here in this third overtime period. Time for one more rush. They get on their horse. Literally, Rogers has got it now. He goes across ice. He's not able to connect with Bain. Gets chipped out of the zone. It looks like we're going to go to a shootout here at the LCLC. Bit of a low hit there from Doyle after the fact. Not really sure what will happen there. And we'll go to a shootout. Final shot tally, it'll be 52-26 in favor of the Mustangs. Mustangs actually able to double them up on shots. To be fair, that was a nice hit Doyle did there if the time wouldn't gone out and the puck was around. And we'll get a shootout. I would anticipate we're going to see both of the Millers just based on that's who started the 3-on-3. But again, sometimes some guys might be a fourth line winger but might be phenomenal in a shootout. See if I can see the numbers as they come out. I'll let you know who's shooting. As the linesmen bring over the list of shooters for each team. It's the home team. I think Mustangs select who shoot first. And I think the Mustangs are going to shoot first. Or no, Coach Keegan is still deciding his lineup for the shootout, it looks like. Both refs are in the rush in, so I would assume the Mustangs are going to shoot first. Looks like LeBlanc. Parker LeBlanc is going to, I think it's Parker. I was going by his last name all along. Is going to shoot first for the Mustangs. He'll go wide and slow. He'll coming in off the right, trying to change the direction, and he backhands in. A nice move off the deke, got Doucette right out of the net and just tucked it in. And Parker LeBlanc starts off the shootout with a goal. Now Ethan Miller will go for the Sydney Rush, looking to answer Parker LeBlanc's tally after deking Doucette out of his pants. Miller comes down the right side. He cuts over. He does the same and tucks it in. Frotton was kind of sitting back in his net there a little bit, so he couldn't really move either which way. And we're all tied up at one apiece here in the shootout. Looks like McDonald is shooting next. He takes a shot off the post. Had the blocker side, but hits the post on Doucette. Now the Rush come out. Looks like this will be Jacob Dunn, I think. No. Hudson Crawley will be the shooter. Almost lost control of it there, did Crawley. He tried to tuck it in. Frotton managed to keep it out. Frotton's looked a little shaky this game. I think there's a couple goals he would have liked to have had back, to be honest. Again, not to take anything away from the kid because he's been great in some of these games this year and really helped his team out. As Carter Bain goes to try to put his team ahead by one. He comes down the far side too. He elects to take the shot. Didn't really get the goalie moving at all. And now we have Jacob Dunn, looks like. A goal here by the Rush will end this. As Dunn comes down, he's winding in slowly too. He's coming down on the right side, trying to get to his forehand. He takes the shot, missed the net altogether, so we will go to extra shooters. Now we're getting our ice time here tonight, folks. Looks like Cole Rogers is going to come out for a shot here. One of our D is going to step up here this evening. He's going to go one-on-one with Doucette. Nobody attacking with a lot of speed. Same thing, coming down that left side. He takes the shot, too. That looked identical to the last shot, which didn't really do anything. And the shooting from so far out, too, you're not really making that goalie move. It's almost like you don't know how to do this. The 2 goals that have been scored, you've gotten the goalies moving side to side. Here goes Liam McLeod for the rush. Frotton went for the poke check. McLeod was able to go around it, but Frotton was able to keep his pad into it and slid back and kept it out. Next up for the Mustangs, I think, is Kean Doyle. I'd like to see somebody, again, the 2 goals that have been scored, the first shooter for each round, went in fast and deked out the goalie. Everybody else seems to be winding in. Doyle takes a more straight approach. Oh, he went back and missed the net, though. Kind of looked like he might have had it if he could have hit the net. Went over that glove. And now Zachary McIntyre for the rush will come out for his shot. This, I think, is the 5th shooter for each team. McIntyre winds his way in. He comes in a bit more straight on. And he beats out Frotton. And that'll do it. And the Rush come into the LCLC on this Saturday evening and skate away with a 4-3 overtime or shootout win. That'll do it for us here at Holly Button Sports and the Mustangs until I think after Christmas. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see everybody in the new year. Have a happy holidays.